This is the limitless Keith Lee.
This is Brody King.
This is Angel Garza.
Will Ospreay.
Hornswoggle.
Pentagon Jr.
The Mexican Ray Phoenix.
King Ricochet.
Concrete Rose, Sunny Kiss.
And I'm here to ask you to stop what you're doing, take just one moment, and bask in the glory of the Busted Wide Open.
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 Boston Wide Open.
Busted wide open. Thank you.
You're listening to the Busted Wide Open podcast, dropping the elbow on the hottest topics in sports entertainment and the world of professional wrestling. With your hosts, Nick Howell and Sir Ian Dangerous. Coming to you from the Orbital Jigsaw Network Arena in sunny Southern California. Welcome, patrons, to your June 2020, it's July, June 2021 bonus episode. My name is Nick Howell.
And I am Sir Ian Dangerous. And yes, we are here to give you your bonus episode. And we've got what we hope is going to be a fun one today because we are putting ourselves on the line. We're putting our well-being on the line for this one.
I wouldn't say our well-being.
Well, you should see what I've got in store for you.
Oh, shit.
We've found that we've been having fun lately doing a bit of a game show format. So we're doing a bit of a different kind with this one. We're calling this You Bet Your Life WWE Releases Edition. What we're going to do, so there's been about 40, 42 major names released from WWE in the last few months. A lot of releases this year.
Yeah.
This bloated roster is suddenly no longer bloated. And there's a lot of free agents rolling around, some of whom have already found homes thanks to WWE forgetting to update their contracts in the case of one person who debuted last night in AEW, spoilers. So we will not be doing that person, obviously, but we're going to be going over 15 or so of those releases, just kind of nattering about them, talking about, what their possibilities are, or what we think their ups and their downs are to any company. And we're going to pick what company they're going to sign with first, or at least have a major role with first. And we're not just going to pick, Nick. We're going to actually put ourselves on the line for this. We're gonna make some stakes here, and we are actually going to
Filet
make bets.
or New York strip?
Filet, hopefully, or a nice ribeye on the bone.
Oh, you mean steaks, like Steak of Vampire and the Heart steak?
No, I mean steaks like Vegas.
Oh,
I mean yes. We're going to have actual consequences.
There you go.
If we are right or wrong, relatively speaking. So, real consequences. So basically, we're going to bet on where they're going to go. If they go there, there will be hell to pay for the other person on the show. So it's going to be, there will be repercussions and ramifications from this show that echo down for months to come as some of these releases come out of their 90-day no-competes and go to these places. So we'll be referring back to this episode in the next few months, probably quite often, Nick, and there will be some swords of Damocles is hanging over yours and my head.
I can't wait for the shows in the future where people that aren't patrons just show up and we're either wearing something or we're doing something weird, and they're like, what in the hell is going on? You guys will have the inside info.
Know.
You will understand.
Yes.
So big shout out to everybody. I see you all on Twitch. Thank you guys for joining us. Shout out to everybody over on YouTube as well. Thank you guys for checking us out. Just a heads up, we do these live every month. If you catch them live and you're not a patron, good for you. But if you're a patron, these will be VODs and audio available after the fact as well, exclusively to you guys. This just makes the recording process a lot easier for us, if I'm being completely honest.
Some interactivity. So
yes.
it's good. So it's going to be an interesting day today, Nick, to put it lightly. But so let's talk about some of the parameters here.
Okay.
We're going to limit the places that they're going to go, not just indie companies, but some of the bigger companies. So the companies that we're looking at are WWE. Do they go back to the main roster of Raw or SmackDown, which is an option?
Mm-hmm.
NXT, do they pull a Samoa Joe and go back down to NXT.
Or Balor.
They're released from WWE. Balor was never actually released, though. Samoa Joe was
That's fair.
released, and then NXT kind of went, whoa, oh, God, no, and grabbed him. Ring of Honor, AEW, obviously, Impact, MLW, GCW, which is now signing people and starting to get some real traction, and finally, New Japan. So those are the 8 major companies we're looking at. Those are the ones that we can use to bet on. Like, if they go somewhere else before that, then fine, doesn't count. It's just when do they end up? When they end up in one of those 8 companies, which one do they end up in? And then we got a whole bunch of stars here. I don't know if we're going to get through all of them, but we got a whole bunch of them because there were so many that were released. So let's just go right ahead and start it off, Nick. Let's kick right into it, and let's just go right up. Let's go right after Buddy Murphy.
Okay.
To start. Let's start with Buddy Murphy. Now, obviously, whoever goes first here is going to have a bit of an advantage in terms of
Are we allowed to
psychology.
agree with one another and it just kind of a wash?
We are, and then it's kind of a wash. But obviously, like, unless you're, go with your gut, go with your feelings. Like, if you genuinely agree with the who starts betting, if you genuinely agree with where they're going, then okay, fine, it's a wash. You can save that bet for another one. But if you genuinely don't agree, and you're like, I agree with you, just to get out of the bet, that's just wussy stuff, man. Come on.
Yeah, I
Come
agree.
on. Have a
I agree with you.
Have a spine. But Buddy Murphy, let's roll for initiative, Nick.
Okay.
Let's figure out who is going to go first here for this one. On 3. 1, 2, 3. That'd be an 18 from me, dog.
15, close.
Oh, ooh, spicy. Let's see. Buddy Murphy's a tough one because I want to see him in New Japan, but I feel like he would go really well in Ring of Honor or Impact. And I don't really see him going to AEW. I don't know if he has the connections there, and there's just so many people. So I'm kind of stuck. I think it's between Impact, maybe Ring of Honor, and New Japan.
I think he could have a really good time at Impact.
Oh, I think that's actually what I'm going to bet. I'm going to actually say Impact. And I'll start this off on a fairly easy one. So if I'm saying,
am I allowed to counter you where I think he's going?
In a second, yes.
Okay.
I have to give you my bet.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say Buddy Murphy to Impact. And if I am correct, if Impact is where he ends up first, I must be referred to by Nick as your grand dangerousness for 2 weeks worth of episodes at any point that I desire. In other words, at any point I had to say, Nick, what's my name? And you go, your grand dangerousness.
Your grand dangerousness. I'm going to have to remember that.
Yeah. Well, you'll remember it when he goes to Impact. You'll know.
Well, I too feel like there's a strong possibility that he goes to Impact, but I also have this weird gut feeling that I remembered that he's Australian. One of the reasons that I remember having watched Total Divas way back in the early days of it when he was dating Alexa Bliss, one of the reasons that he was staying in the United States was for Alexa Bliss. And there's part of me that's going, does he go home and pull a Jay White and work in New Japan?
Right.
And I have a strong inclination that like you said, I don't think he's a big enough name to be a draw at AEW. I don't know if Ring of Honor is ever going to get their shit together. We'll see. But I'm looking at MLW and Impact going, that's possible. But man, he could go in and be a really strong competitor. Look at the people. He could have matches with Kota Ibushi, with Ishii, with Jeff Cobb. I mean, if you want to talk about upside and potential, I'm going New Japan for Buddy Murphy. Because it's kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't know that he wants to work here in the U.S. anymore, honestly.
And what are you saying? What's the bet?
See, this one I'm not too sure of, so I want to use one of the little ones.
Okay. I use one of my little ones too. So.
You have to use a picture of me as the background on your phone for a week.
Okay.
How's that?
All right. That's a nice one. I'll take that. I'll take that bet.
But I get to choose the picture. But it's of me.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
Oh, no. It's you pantsless from behind.
No,
I'll be in hell.
No nudity allowed.
Okay, thank God.
And I want to stipulate before we get into
you with
this,
you
there
with a
will be
hot
no
dog.
cutting of hair. There will
No.
be no cutting of beards.
No, that is none of
That is
none of
not
my
happening.
stipulations.
Okay.
I'm aware of that. I only picked ones that I thought I could get you to do.
Okay. I wanted to let the audience know that those things were not
Yeah.
on the table.
Off the table.
Yes.
Off the table. Off the table. Yes. Like semi-permanently changing personal appearance. Not on the table.
No.
Okay. Next up.
I've been growing this for longer than we've been doing this show.
You have, it's true. Next up, let's do Cassie Lee.
Okay.
And actually, let's make a caveat.
Formerly known
here.
as Peyton Royce.
Correct. Do she and Jesse McKay, formerly known as Billy Kay, do they stay together or do they split up? That's going to be the first thing. Like, so it's like a kind of a two-part bet.
Ooh.
Do they stay together or split up, and where do they go? And funnily enough, we got to roll for initiative here again. So two-part question: do they stay together or split up? And where do they go respectively? So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got an 8. Ah, crap.
Roll again, because I also got an 8.
Oh my goodness! Saved. 1, 2, 3. Oh God, I got a 3. I'm not meant to have this one.
I got it's a 9.
Well, that's good enough. That's good enough. So you go first on this one, sir. Where are they going? Are they staying together or splitting up?
I think they're staying together.
Okay.
As much as I would love to see Cassie Lee have a women's championship singles run somewhere, I do think they are absolutely iconic together. And I strongly feel like Impact is where they're going to end up. If you look at the roster they have over there, Jordan Grace, and I mean, they also just lost Taya. So they've got Deanna.
They have a good women. They have a tag division over there they can work with.
Fantastic women's division over in Impact right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's, you could kind of wave your hands a little bit at the AEW women's division right now, but it feels pretty set in stone for the next year, if I'm being honest. So I don't know that there's a lot of potential to go on to jump over there. Highest upside for me is them sticking together and going to Impact.
Yeah. Sadly, I don't even need you to waste a bet on this because I'm just going to say right off the bat,
yeah,
I'm 100% on this. This is one I would have put a big bet on because I'm so confident they're staying together and going to Impact.
Yeah.
I'm so confident in that. If they go anywhere else, I will be flat out shocked. So unfortunately, this one's going to be a little bit boring because we're 100% in agreement on this. Yeah. And I think it's a done deal. Fine. Let's move on to Killian Dane. Let's do Killian Dane next.
Okay.
Because that's one's wide open, I think. So let's roll for initiative and see who's going to go first on this one. 1, 2, 3. I got a 9.
I got a 14.
Well, you're going first again. Damn it.
I did see an interview on Sportskeeda that he did. He's now called Big Damo. Big Damo. I can't remember what it is. Probably Damo. And he had shaved the beard off and cut his hair. And he looked pretty clean cut.
Which hair?
What?
Which hair did he cut?
He did not. He was not topless, so I could not see his body.
Couldn't
hair.
tell if he took a lawnmower to the back. No,
right? No, okay. I couldn't tell.
All right.
He's one of those that I feel like could be slotted in anywhere, including main roster WWE. But I don't have faith that if they haven't pulled the trigger on him yet, they're not going to. I'm looking at him very strongly for Ring of Honor.
Ooh.
I think he could have a really good run, come in as one of their big names, a marquee talent. They need that right now. He's a big guy. He's just, his presence is huge.
Yeah.
They don't have that right now. They need somebody like that. And could he go to AEW? Yeah, but he's not as big of a name as Andrade or other. I'll leave off.
We won't. Yeah, we won't spoil it yet.
So I'm looking at Ring of Honor. I'm not very confident in it, but I just don't see anywhere else unless somehow a wild card gets thrown and he gets brought on the main roster WWE.
Right. So what's the bet? If he goes to Ring of Honor?
Since this is such a stretch, I want you to name a shot after me at the bar.
Aw. Okay, that can be done. That's a cute one. I like that. Yeah. That's sweet. For me, I think Ring of Honor is possible. I agree with you on most of your points here. Yeah. I don't. There's nothing saying he couldn't go to AEW, MLW, GCW. I think also might be there, but I don't know if he's enough of a U.S. guy. Like they tend to get more U.S. nationals in those companies. And New Japan doesn't seem to be his style.
No.
So I tend to agree with you, but I'm going to go a little bit on the other side of things. I'm going to say Impact for Big Damo, for Killian Dane. I'm going to say Impact again for him. Quite a bit of impact on this, I think.
The other one we didn't talk about before you do your bet. Mm-hmm. Now that we've both said our things, the other one we didn't talk about is NWA. I think he could do fantastic in NWA as well. He's good.
That's a damn good point.
He's good enough of a promo that he could stand there at the desk and do really good.
That's not a bad point. Maybe we should add NWA as a ninth option. That's not a bad idea at all. Since no one we've really thought is going to go there yet, let's add NWA as an option.
Okay.
All right. Calling a shot in the middle of the show.
And what is your bet for Impact for Killian Dane?
I'm going to say if Big Damo goes to Impact, you must learn and perform 2 minutes of Nia Jax's entrance theme live on air. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You're pulling the big guns out on me now.
That's not even that big of a gun. Right. That's like a medium.
Okay. I was saving mine, but it's on.
I was like a medium gun.
It's on.
Like a medium gun. You should see some of the big guns I got.
Oh boy. Hello.
Hello. All right. So let's see. That's Killian Dane down. Who else do I have on the list here? How about we can kind of wrap them together. Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Do they stay together as a team? And where do they go?
All right, we're rolling?
Yes. Uno, dos, tres. I have an 18.
I have an 11.
Well, all right. Crap, because I
answer
really
your own question.
Yeah. I think that they are going to stay split up. In fact, I don't even know if we're going to see Tyler Breeze wrestle again. The dude's got his own wrestling school. He's a real estate tycoon. He's got, all of his Twitch stuff and streaming and left, right, and just all of the other stuff that he does. I don't know if we see him signed to a company again. And Fandango's no spring chicken either. I don't know if we see them back in the ring. I almost think between all of the other stuff that Tyler Breeze does and between Fandango's age, I think they both have reasons that they could come back, but also reasons that they might not. So this is a tough one. But I'm going to say they split up. And I'm going to say that Tyler Breeze, if he shows up somewhere else, will show up in... Damn.
You can also say retired as your bet.
Yeah. 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 I'm going to say retired for Tyler Breeze. And I'm going to say Fandango, if he ends up anywhere. That's tough. I'll say AEW for Fandango. Why? I don't know. Just I'm picking that one. I'll admit I'm picking that one out of the air. And the bet will be Let's see. Let me look at my bets here. Oh man, I want to keep that one for later. If this is true, if Tyler Breeze retires and Fandango ends up in AEW, you must send me a copy of your favorite Machine Head album on vinyl.
Deal.
Okay.
I do
It's a
not
good deal
think
for me.
I do not think they're going to stay together. I think Tyler Breeze is done.
Mm-hmm.
I think at best he could be a producer, a la TJ.
Oh, both of them could be trainers. Absolutely.
Right. But I mean for a company, not just their schools, right? I mean they could be a backstage, dare I say, talent. Not really on camera talent, but trainers and coaches and stuff like that. Both of them are qualified for that kind of stuff.
Right.
I do think Fandango has one more run in him. And he's one that I'm looking at, much like Killian Dane, where he's got enough of a fan base and enough of a name, and he's recognizable to the wrestling errati that we all know who he is and what his background is.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's got a little bit left in the tank.
Probably.
And I feel like there's a singles run left for him. Where he does that, I don't think it's Impact. I don't think it's AEW. I don't think it's New Japan.
You don't think he goes to AEW so Jericho can get his win back from WrestleMania?
Wow, that's a callback.
Just
Holy
saying.
smokes. No, I'm looking at him to come in and work with some of the up-and-coming talent that might be in a MLW.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because I don't think he's a huge draw name that one of these bigger companies are going to be targeting, but low key, he's going to be able to draw some eyes potentially to some of those.
Pardon the pun.
Newer,
Pardon the pun.
Yeah.
Gonna go a few with low key.
Some of those newer promotions, or the ones that are trying to get a little bit more traction. GCW.
Sure.
I don't know which one to pick. It's 50-50 MLW,
Yeah,
GCW.
they're tough, man.
Wild card for NWA in there as well. I think he could work really well. This one's tough. I'm not going to spend a big bet on this one, but
yeah, same.
Let's go MLW.
Fandango to MLW and Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze to ride off into the sunset.
So you say retire for him as well.
Yeah. To the point that he won't work in the business. He won't work a match.
Okay.
I mean, could he do special events? I think he's, like you said, he's going to focus on his other stuff.
Okay, and then what is the bet?
I already used that one. Going down the list here.
Yeah. We have our sadistic lists of things we want the other person to do. Oh, man.
God, I don't want to use these on Fandango. They're all like, I had two of them that were like, but the rest of them are like, all right, fine. You have to hang a copy of the Podfather picture on your backdrop where you have Foley and Kurt and everybody else.
Okay, so I got to hang a Podfather picture back here in my set.
Yeah.
All right. I can do that. That's
I'll
fair.
even send you this one.
Oh, will you? I feel so honored.
Fandango's not going to MLW, so that's not going to happen.
Yeah, you might be sending me a copy of Machine Head.
Right.
All right, next up, we've got Tony Nese. And I'm actually going to include in this because he just he had an interview a couple days ago that said he really enjoyed teaming up with Arya Davari on 205 Live, and they may consider continuing that tag team run. So we can kind of loop these two guys together. So
Nese
Tony
and Davari?
Nese and Davari, we can kind of loop them together.
Okay.
If you want, do they stay together and sign as a tag team somewhere, or do they sign individually? And if so, where? Roll for initiative, sir. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. I have a 12.
I have a 5.
Oh, dang. I guess I'm starting up. I think that both of these guys are going to have more value if they go together. I feel like they are going to be more unique. because on their own they're both really talented guys, and I think that together they're going to be a better package, a more viable package. So I think they are going to team up, but it's really a coin flip to me between Ring of Honor and Impact. Because both these guys have Ring of Honor history, if I recall correctly. But Impact is also a place they could really, I think, thrive. But
considering the size of most of that roster, yes.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say Ring of Honor as a team, Nice and Daivari.
Huh.
And if I am correct, you have to wear a clown wig for an entire episode.
They're staying. So you said they're staying together and they're going to Ring of Honor.
Together. They're Nice and Daivari go together as a tag team to Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I don't see that happening at all.
Well, then you're going to happily take that bet.
The problem is, like we've had plenty of background on Nice. I just haven't seen that much of Daivari.
He didn't do much. He had a very small independent run before he got to WWE. Nice has been in Impact before. He's been in, I believe he's been in Ring of Honor, or spent a cup of coffee there at least. I know he was in Evolve. I know he was in Dragon Gate, but yeah, it's possible that they could go to Impact. I certainly think that's a strong possibility. Like I said, coin flip between that and Ring of Honor.
I feel like Daivari. I feel like they're going to be separated. I feel like Daivari would just what the little bit that I've seen of him in 205 Live. I feel like there's a spot for him in Impact. So I kind of agree with you on, or no, I guess we're not agreeing. You said Ring of Honor. I think Daivari's going to Impact. Wild card, I think Tony Nese would make a great guy on NWA.
Really? With his promos?
With his promos.
Wow, okay.
Yep. I think he would be good. And it's the whole thing about pointing at the abs and all of that kind of stuff to me works. That grandstanding stuff works on NWA.
Okay.
And that's why I'm inclined to say that. I don't think there's room for him on AEW. I'm not sure there's room for both of them on Impact. I mean, unless he's going to the smaller MLWs or GCW, I'm not sure. I'm going to say NWA.
Okay. NWA for Nice, Impact for Daivari. Yep. What is your bet?
You have to wear a Tai Chi Phantom of the Opera mask on the show for an episode.
Oh. Okay. At least it's just the mask. I can live with that.
Baby prizes, remember.
I can live with that.
Yeah.
Let's see who else we have here. Ruby Riott. Let's do Ruby Riott next.
I'm getting into some big names now.
Yeah, now we going fight over this one. Ruby Riott. Roll for initiative, sir.
All right.
1, 2, 3, go. 10 is what
14.
I got. 14. Damn it. All right. You go first. Ruby Riott, where's she going?
I cannot think of a better place for Ruby Riott to go than the AEW women's division.
Interesting. Okay. We're going to be throwing down on this one then. Interesting. Okay.
The only crazy wild thing I could think is that NXT pulls a Samoa Joe. There was a time during Asuka's title reign where she was number one contender for Asuka's NXT Women's Championship. She's good. And it's unfortunate she's had all the shoulder issues the last couple of years and had double rotator cuff surgery. Like, that's not fun. But I'm looking at this going, let's remember in the before times, right, Ruby Riott.
Right.
She was really good, and she's only gotten better, and she's really mastered her look, and she's really found her place. And I feel like that is one of those things that is lacking in AEW in their women's division, is identities and gimmicks. I mean, obviously Britt Baker's got hers down. Chris Statlander's she knows exactly who she is and who she's not. But if you look around at like Nyla Rose, she's the beast, she's big. If you look at even Red Velvet, okay, still generic. We still don't really know what we're doing with Jade Cargill yet. Thunder Rosa definitely has hers, but even Serena Deeb, I feel like there's a place for someone that's kind of an over-the-top gimmick like that and a look like that in AEW in the women's division. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
and
go
what's-
Ruby Riott to AEW for the women's division.
And what's your bet on this? What do I have to do if she goes to AEW?
I already used that one. I gotta keep marking these so I.
I am writing all this down.
Okay. Well, I also need to remember which ones I've used already. These are funny. I can't choose which one. All right, for this one, you have to do an entire show, one episode, without your sunglasses on.
Oh no! Oh no! That's my gimmick, man. Oh, that's a little rich.
Is that too much?
Oh man, no. All right. If you're bringing out that, 'cause that's big guns, man.
All right.
People are gonna see my little beady eyes. All right. If we're doing that, I believe Ruby Riott is going to go to Impact. Has friends over there. Same idea. Great women's division. I think she'd fit right in.
Yeah.
In Impact and could have a lot of great matches with a lot of the women that are there. It's pretty straightforward.
Don't disagree with that at all.
I personally think I would prefer to see her in AEW and the matches that she could have there and really show off what she could do. I think just for her own, just for social reasons, she'll end up in Impact. But if you gonna say that, man, if you're gonna do that to me, oh man, where's some of my bigger guns here? Do I do that or do I do that? Let's see. I got some nasty ones here. Okay, that one I'm saving for later. But if Ruby Riott goes to Impact, the next time I see you, and this will be videotaped for everyone to see, you must take 7 bare-chested chops to the chest from the big old mitt right here.
Ooh, 7?
7.
3 I could maybe get behind, but 7?
7. You want me to do a show with no glasses? You get 7.
Oh, all right. Have to tuck the beard up and out of the way so it doesn't get.
Yep. Just tuck it up. Watch you all bracing. Ooh. Ooh. Looking like Urkel bracing. Oh no! Don't do it. Now the question: do I give you the flare chop? Do I give you like the paintbrush, or do I give you like the big overhand Andre chop? That's really the question.
Bear paws.
Yeah. Maybe I'll alternate, like so it's never quite the same. And I'll try to get like one in the center.
I just told you to take your sunglasses off. That's it.
One near your nipple.
You're inflicting physical harm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It hurts to take these off. It's too bright in here, man.
God.
Hurts.
All right. Jesus. This got spicy.
Shit's getting real.
Oh God. All right.
All right.
We're running down to the final few big names.
Yeah,
here.
we're getting the last final. Well, we got a few more. Let's do a couple of the smaller names here, just to lighten the mood.
Sure. I'm running out of little ones to give you, so we better do the big ones.
All right. Let's do a couple. One, two more little ones. Kurt Stallion. Where's Kurt Stallion going?
He's gonna be doing podcasts. Talking about toys with Matt Sardona.
Let's get him on here.
Yeah.
No, I think Kurt Stallion's is wide open for him. So let's roll for Kurt Stallion. Where do you think he's ending up? 1, 2, 3. 12?
5.
Damn.
Good luck.
Thank you. Kurt. The sad thing is, I actually know very little about Kurt Stallion's backstory before getting to WWE. So it kind of makes it hard for me to decide where he's going to go. I mean, yeah, because he was pretty much all indies until he got to WWE.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, he did CZW. That's like the biggest company he worked for.
Right. I do remember him there.
Yeah. That's tough. I'm going to say, just based on his size and who he's worked with, the likely places are like MLW, Ring of Honor, Maybe Impact for the X division, but I don't know. I mean, there's only so many people that Impact can take.
Right.
And I don't think he's a big enough name. And they're kind of grabbing big names now because they realize there's just so much out there. I could see him showing up on AEW, like, you know, on Elevation or on Dark and having a tryout there. And I could also see MLW swooping him up because they got a bit of money now.
Yeah.
I just don't know how he'd fit in MLW. So this is a tough one. I'm going to say, I mean, we are saying where do they first like really show up? I don't think he becomes all elite per se, but I think we see him on Dark or Elevation.
So AEW.
I'm going to say AEW, but like specifically he shows up there for a cup of coffee. So I'm going to say Kurt Stallion shows up on Elevation or Dark in AEW. And if I am right,
well, hold the phone because that's I'm 100% with you.
Are you? Okay, so it's a wash.
And I'm not going to waste one of these on Kurt Stallion.
Okay.
I mean, I totally agree. We've seen Marty the Moth show up recently. We've seen a whole bunch of people that Cody's working out at the Nightmare Factory to have them come on Elevation or Dark and work matches, dark matches, etc. So I don't see anywhere else. The only other thing I could see is that he's done too. But I think he's too young.
Yeah. Way too young.
But I mean, it's not unreal. It's not crazy to think that he and Sardona are making more money flipping toys and doing their show and ads and stuff like that than he was making in
Sardona?
WWE.
You call him Matt Sardona?
Is it
What is it?
Cardona,
does he play for
sorry.
Does he play for the Boston Celtics? Like, what's going on here?
Cardona. Excuse me.
Okay.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
All right,
Him.
well, it's a wash. Kurt Stallion to AEW.
Yeah.
So says Busted Wide Open.
Yeah.
CJ Perry, Lana. Where does Lana go? Where do we see her end up?
This one
does she go join? This is going to get interesting. Does she join her husband Miro in AEW? Does she end up back in WWE in some capacity? Or does she go somewhere else, somewhere surprising? Nick, let's roll for initiative. This one might get ugly. 1, 2, 3. I have a 16.
I have an 11.
Oh, buddy. That means I'm going first. I'm going to say she ends up. Oh, this is tough. This is tough because I think WWE might be done with her. I don't know why else they would have cut her when they did. It was just such a bizarre cut. I don't know if they're going to want to reunite the Lana and Miro package in AEW, but it would make a lot of sense. This is tough.
They also need more hands in the women's division. You know,
they do, and she could learn a lot from going over there. And she apparently has been really invested in getting better at wrestling, and was even told thank you by Vince McMahon for working so hard to get yourself better on her way out the door at WWE. So I think she left on good terms in WWE. It was weird that they cut her after doing a push for most of the last couple of years. But hey, hashtag WWE things. I feel like you're going to go for her reuniting with Miro, and I want to keep things interesting.
That is not what I'm going for.
Oh, that's what I'll go for then. I'll say she's going to reunite with Miro then.
All right.
In AEW. Or she'll be in AEW. I'll put it that way. Lana to AEW, Lana number 1. And as a result, I'm going to say if Lana does go to AEW, I will make, and you must wear, for 2 weeks of episodes, on every show, a shirt that says Sir Ian Dangerous is the best, Sir Ian Dangerous number 1.
Nice. All right.
Your turn.
I think Lana has gone through a journey. I have this gut feeling that she might be done.
Really?
You're
saying she's going on a journey, but
no, I think she's been on a journey. She's come from ballerina school in Slovenia. I can't remember Slovakia. I can't remember which one she was. But
she's been on a journey, Nick. Don't stop believing.
She's been on this journey.
The wheel in the sky keeps turning.
She came in as a valet, learned how to wrestle during the process, and got to the point that she has now. I mean,
She's been trying very faithfully.
it's my turn.
I'm
My
just,
turn.
Okay, just doing the puns.
As much as we would all love the nostalgia of going back to Bulgarian Brute days with ravishing Russian Lana, I don't think that's going to happen. I think what is going on with Miro over there right now is the best thing he's ever done.
Agreed.
And I think it just started a month ago. And
He does keep referencing her, though.
I know. I know. And I think that is part of the allure of it. The minute she becomes a physical thing that's standing there next to him, it takes the eyes off of Miro. We weren't all looking at Rusev until he got in the ring and put people in the accolade and did those crazy super kicks that he did, or was driving out in a tank. We were looking at Lana.
You don't see her on AEW loving, touching, and squeezing Rusev, is what you're saying.
No, I don't.
Okay.
And I think that would be, if they do that, I think it could potentially be detrimental to what he's building right now. It could paint him into that corner of, I don't speak good English, I have to have somebody speak for me kind of gimmick.
Yeah, I see her being more of a valet, but when the lights go down in the city, anything's possible.
Yeah. And I love that he references, thank you, God, for my hot wife for being so flexible. Like, stuff like that is genius. Keep doing that, but don't actually have her there. We all know what he's talking about and who he's talking about, and like we get it. But the minute you put her there, he becomes Bulgarian Brute that can't speak good English anymore. It becomes Arnold again.
Well, I don't mind him being Arnold.
I know, but I want him to be his own man, I guess is what I'm saying. So with all of that said, where does she go? I don't know that she does.
So
I think she has a very lucrative social media presence. I think she could get into modeling, more into fashion. She's at makeup. She's into all of that stuff.
Right.
And we've seen Eva Marie go off and do that, but even she's coming back now.
Right.
So that's where I'm second guessing myself. Was it not good? Were the millions you were making doing that not good enough?
So basically, you're stuck between, is she going to retire or go back to WWE?
I think she's going to retire.
Okay, so you say retire, and she and Miro go their separate ways.
Yes.
What is the bet that you're going to put for that?
If she does go that route,
she retires.
I'm going to need you to spike your hair into a mohawk for an episode.
Okay. Oof. Ooh.
Like, you're probably going to have to recruit some help with as long as it is. But if Sheamus can do it, damn it, you can too.
I certainly can too. Had a mohawk back in college. I can definitely.
Yeah.
I can shock this sucker up. I can shock this sucker up. Yeah. It'll look absolutely, utterly stupid. But I think that is the point.
Yeah, that is the point.
That is the point. Great. Next up, Kalisto.
I won't have to look at you and think about AJ Styles for 2 hours.
No, you'll think about something else horrible.
Right.
Like maybe I can make it look like Gary Oldman in Sid and Nancy. That'd be fun. Kalisto. Kalisto's up next. Huge talent. I don't think he's ever gotten to really show what he's capable of. But yeah, let's do Kalisto. Roll for initiative. 1, 2, 3, 9. I got a 9.
13.
Oh, God damn it. Okay. You're up, Kalisto. Where's he going?
So I don't know enough about his background to know whether he's got ties to Mexico.
Well, we didn't say anything. We didn't say AAA or CMLL.
Okay.
We didn't say any of those. So it's of the ones we mentioned. And you can say he never shows up in one of those companies again. I just don't think that's likely. I think that there's more money in those companies, and even though like he has hilariously notorious promo botches, the dude can speak good English with his good lucha things, and so I think that there's room for him in an English speaking company. There's more money for sure. So if let's try and figure out which one of these companies he's going to, and not say he's going to go back to Mexico.
So I'm looking at AEW, and I see Rey Fenix, and I see Penta, and we've got Andrade now. I'm just looking at, is there room for more luchadors? Obviously, yes. There's always room for more luchadors, in our opinion, but there's something in my gut is telling me he's going to AAA. I can't wash it off.
But if he goes to AAA, doesn't that mean that he could end up doing a crossover with AEW?
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
I'm saying, let's take AAA off the table, and say which of the companies that we mentioned will he end up in next? Because if he goes to AAA, you could say AEW, because he might go to AAA, have a AAA contract, and then work Dark or Elevation or something like that.
Okay.
Beating Fuego de Sol.
I mean, if I have to pick one that we listed, it's got to be AEW. He's a big enough, recognizable luchador.
Mm-hmm. I would love to see him versus some of the guys in there, man.
Oh God, yes.
That's cool.
Kalisto versus Phoenix. Get out of here.
Stop.
I can only get so erect.
Yeah,
AEW. And this one, God, I've used all my. Well, okay. This isn't what I wanted to use these on.
It's tough because he does have a AAA history, and I want to. Man, I think you might have taken it, but go ahead and give me the bet. What's the bet?
You have to record yourself playing and singing the Tai Chi entrance song.
Oh God, I knew it was coming at some point.
I want the
knew
keys
it was coming
out.
at something.
I want the keys out.
I have to learn how to play it on the keyboard?
I mean, I didn't say you had to learn how to play it. I just want to see. You can fake it if you want.
This is brutal. Damn. Okay. It is written down. God, that one stings. All right. I mean, now I'm going to be mean back to you.
Okay.
It's
Well,
a
I'm
problem
running out. It's all I've got is the super mean ones left.
It's okay. I got some mean ones coming for you.
All right.
Yeah, this is one where, given the AAA history, I think him ending up in AEW or something like that is the most likely. But I could also see him being snatched up by Impact. If he had a CMLL history, I would have said New Japan, but because I really could see him just destroying shit in New Japan. Like, I could even see him show up on Strong.
Right.
MLW is a very strong chance for him. You don't really see Lucha a lot in Ring of Honor, so I think Ring of Honor is out. Impact is very likely as well. They can make a play for him.
He would be great in the X division.
Oh my God. So good. But I think if I had my druthers, I would say AEW. But as we said at the top of the show, time to put on our big boy pants and make some calls. So I don't want to. I want to pick AEW. Damn. Impact just doesn't feel right to me. I hate you. This is why we had initiative. This is why the initiative meant something. Now I'm stuck here going, I don't want to make this a wash. But I think that you got it. All right. I'm going to be a bit of a wuss and go that he shows up. I'll say he shows up in Impact. Damn it. Don't want it. If he shows up in Impact, let me see if this is the one I want to use this on. Yeah. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. Okay. I'll do this one instead.
Don't waste a good one on something you don't believe in.
You know what? It'll make it that much better if it happens.
Right.
If Kalisto ends up in Impact, you must, on this show, attempt to sing the Stone Cold Steve Austin entrance song while gargling beer for 45 seconds.
It's actually a song? It's just a jingle, isn't it?
Right.
There's no lyrics to it or anything.
No, you don't sing the lyrics. You have to sing like the blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Right.
Right. For 45 seconds while gargling beer.
Yeah, that's going to get everywhere. I might have to do that somewhere that's not in front of...
on a tarp.
Well, not in all of the equipment that's on this desk right here.
We'll figure out a way to get you to do it.
Because if I choke and a mouthful of beer goes over a multi-$1,000 rig,
right.
And we're not, but then we don't get to do a show anymore. Good job, Ian.
Good job, Nick, for not picking Impact.
Right.
Yeah, maybe we could get Esther to record you doing on your back patio
There
or
you
something.
go.
We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. If Kalisto goes to Impact. All right, got a couple more here we got to get through. Let's talk about Everrise. Let's do Everrise
Okay.
next. Everrise, roll for initiative. 1, 2,
I rolled early.
3. Okay, that's fine. I got a 4.
I got a 1. Good luck.
Oh shit. Man, I can't believe these guys were cut, to be honest with you. I can't believe these guys were cut from WWE. That being said, they have
From
all the
NXT
companies
for
talk,
that matter.
yeah, from NXT, and they were just getting a push. It was bizarre.
Steven Larson with the raid.
Oh no!
What's up, friendos?
What's up, guys?
You caught us
We're in the
recording
middle
one of our bonus episodes. We're having some
Yeah.
fun. Well,
We
join
are,
us.
Yes, welcome to the show, friendos. We are currently doing our best to humiliate ourselves because we're trying to pick where a lot of the WWE releases are going to end up, and then we're putting stakes on it and making each other do horrible things.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. Currently, we're trying to figure out where Everrise is going. I've got the initiative, and I'm trying to figure out where I don't think their current shtick is going to be over in Ring of Honor. So I don't know if they're going to go back to Ring of Honor.
No.
And I don't know if there's room for them in Impact right now either.
No.
I think that they could absolutely just murder this gimmick in AEW.
Yep.
Like this, if they just had TV time to keep doing this as they were getting in NXT, they could crush it in AEW. Like I said, I still can't believe NXT released them. I don't think that, I mean, I know that they were just trying to cut a bunch of like smaller contracts, and they had a small contract and they just numbers on a paper, and Nick Khan comes along and goes, bloop, they're gone. Even if it wasn't so recent, I would say they'd be going back to NXT. But I'm going to take the easy way out and use my initiative and say Everrise to AEW.
Damn it.
You heard it here first.
Damn it.
And if they do end up in AEW, Nick must do an entire episode while wearing full face makeup to be liberally applied by Esther. Lipstick, mascara, eyeshadow, eyeliner, base,
I got
blush.
excited because I thought you might meant Sting or Darby or something like that.
Oh no, this is going to be
I have
cool.
to put on makeup.
Yes, this is going to be cool. I want you to look like a $5 whore in the streets of Chicago at 3 a.m.
Wow.
We're
We're getting dirty now.
If Everrise go to AEW, me and your girl Esther are going to talk, and I'm going to tell her how she's going to make you up, and you have to do an entire episode wearing her makeup.
It's going to be like that.
It's going to be like that. Where do you think Everrise is going?
Oh, man. Mostly, I think AEW too, but I don't want to give that one away.
You can always have going back to NXT. That's a viable choice.
I don't think it's out of the. Well, here's the thing: they're cutting fat right now on WWE. Nick Khan got a hold of the ledger and was like, "Cut the fat. If they're not in a program,
bloody
let them
pen.
go."
Yes.
But I love the gimmick. It's kind of it's a crossover of like some of the stuff we've seen the Young Bucks do and like Breezango hybrid of like the two of them. I dig it. I love what Everrise are doing. Could it work anywhere else? I don't know if it would really. They're so serious on AEW. Like I don't know if it would work.
I don't think they're that serious on AEW in a company that has the best friends. Orange Cassidy's a main eventer. I'm trying to hurt you because I've already picked AEW.
I know.
Okay.
I'm looking at where things like this have worked outside of NXT and WWE before, and part of me is drawn to NWA. Their shtick at the podium in NWA would kind of have my attention.
It's not too modern and ironic, you think? Because NWA is very
as opposed to question
throwback.
mark. Yeah.
That's a good throwback.
I mean, you know, I'm looking at this going, where would this work? Impact? Not really.
No,
you
don't think?
But they would be a good. You know what? I'll say Impact because they would fit in with the tag team division over there. I'm gonna go Impact.
Impact.
If I can't
All
choose
right.
AEW, it's Impact.
All right. And then what do you say is what do I have to do? Everized Impact.
Jesus. The thought just entered my mind that if I lose all of these, I'm going to be in makeup, have my chest chopped.
Yeah.
Just all kinds of stuff. Okay.
Clown wigs.
If
Gotta
I
call
get this
me
one right.
Your grand dangerousness.
All right, I'll take it easy on this one because I want to save the other ones.
Okay.
If I get this one right, you have to wear your House of Rabbits mask on the show.
Okay, that's it. It's very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's easy.
Yeah.
That'll just be
Anna,
weird.
you missed the chop one? Which one was the chop one?
Ruby Riott to Impact, because you got dirty on me. You said Ruby Riott to AEW, and if she goes there, I got to do an entire show with no sunglasses, and I personally think it's very likely she could go to AEW, which means everyone's got to see my little beady cockerel eyes for an entire show.
So you said Impact to counter.
Yeah, I said Ruby Riott to Impact. Ruby Riott to Impact. Ruby Soho now to Impact. And if next time I see you, she goes to Impact, I chop you 7 times in the chest, bare chested.
Oh,
no shirt to
hamburger.
Cover. This is going to be. Oh man, I cannot.
If she goes to Impact, that will be. I think that will be a complete surprise to the industry. But I can see her doing it, and that scares me a little bit. What did I say?
This is going to be Roderick. It's going to be Roderick Strong on Daniel Bryan. This is going to be.
As long as it's not Walter Chop and Ilya Dragunov.
This is going to be Ishii and Ibushi.
I'd like to be able to make it to the next show. Let's keep that in mind.
I'm a print you.
No Keith Lee double-handed bear paws either.
No Grizzly Magnums.
No Grizzly Magnums.
No. If I do, it'll count as 2 because it's 2 hands. Maybe I'll do 5 and then Grizzly Magnum for the finish.
God. All right.
Ruby Riott Impact. Come on. Let's go.
I've got 3 left.
All right.
We have 3 more names.
We absolutely do, and we have some really good ones too.
All right.
Chelsea Green. And this is gonna come down to the initiative because you and I, I think, are both on the same page with where she's going.
I have no idea.
Oh, really? Well, let's go because I need initiative on this one. I got to lock mine in.
All right.
And then it's going to be a big, nasty one for you.
Right.
1, 2, 3. Come on, 20. Natural 20. Right there. Natural 20, baby.
Rolled a nice solid 14, too. That's disappointing.
Oh, buddy. Woo! Coming through the old D20 coming through when it's most needed. Chelsea Green to Impact. And if Chelsea Green goes to Impact, I get to absolve myself of 1 bet that you win. I get a get out of jail free. I get a get out of jail free card.
I'm gonna steal that one too.
How are you?
Damn, I don't want to get chopped in the chest.
You don't. I know how to chop.
I think she's going to AEW.
Okay.
It makes a lot of sense that she's going to Impact. I don't want to naysay that in any way.
Sure.
It makes it.
You're trying to come up with.
I'm going to counter you with AEW because it's about the only. She's talented enough. She's got the look. She can promo. She's a package, right?
Yeah.
And she would work. And I can think of no other women's division in the world right now that needs more talent.
Her. Yes.
Like her, statuesque.
Yep.
People that are
can
the full
promo, can work.
The AEW women's division is hungry for those kind of talents. So
I think it's very likely too. She very easily go there.
Yeah. So my bet on that one is that you have to give me permission. Let me make sure.
Where's this
You
going?
have to give me permission to take down the Nia Shrine and burn it.
Oh, Nick found a way out of the Nia Shrine.
Finally, after years of toting this thing around.
Wow, there is some sort of poetic justice to that. That Chelsea Green, as talented as she is, getting cut while Nia continues to be pushed, and as a result, Nick wins the ability to take down the Nia. All right. Wow. I can use my get out of jail free card to actually negate that, though.
You wouldn't.
Oh, I would. I absolutely would. So you have 2 more, you say?
I have 2 more.
Okay. I've got two more then, and I think I'm saving the big one for last.
Okay.
I'm saving the big one for last. I've got a couple here, other than the big one. Of these, which would you like to do the most? I'll leave this up to you. Or actually, you know what? Let's leave it up let's leave it up to chat. Chat,
Okay.
we want you to weigh in. And I know that we're on a bit of latency here, so it's going to take a second for chat to catch up. Of these, which one should we place bets on? The Bollywood Boys, Alexander Wolf, Santana Garrett, Lars Sullivan, or Velveteen Dream? Those are a bunch of other ones that we had on the list that we're only going to be able to do. We're one. There's the big one that I did not mention.
Oh, okay.
That will be last.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So there's that one and
last.
others and one other.
Correct. We need one from that list. Bollywood Boys, Alexander Wolf, Santana Garrett, Lars Sullivan, Velveteen Dream. Which of those should we weigh in on? I've got one dream already from Anna in the chat. We'll see if anyone else weighs in over here. We need to figure out who Dream or Garrett from JB, Wolf from Kyle, Bollywood Boy. Man, we're split across the board here.
Yeah, I got a Santana Garrett in YouTube.
Okay, that's 2 for Garrett. A few Bollywood Boys now. 2 Bollywood Boys. So 2 for Dream, 2 for Garrett, 2 for Bollywood Boys, 2 for Wolf. We're dead. We're in a dead heat right now. We're in a dead heat between all of them. No one wants to know where Lars Sullivan's going.
Personally, I want to rule out Velveteen Dream. I
okay.
don't want.
You want to deal with it.
No.
You don't want to deal with it.
Lars Sullivan, same thing.
Well, Lars ain't getting any votes, so we're not have to worry about him. Okay, so we'll keep it to Santana Garrett, Alexander Wolf, Bollywood Boys. Between those 3, Garrett, Wolf, Bollywood Boys. Between those 3, who should we pick? And all 3 could get a little dicey. Where they're going.
Because the other one is a male, I kind of want to pick Santana Garrett.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we're getting some votes for Garrett right now too.
Okay.
All right.
Wolf is kind of all over the place. Like he could go anywhere and work.
He might go back to WXPW and
right.
WXW, excuse me, in Europe. I wonder what's going to happen with him. He's an odd one. But we won't get into him. A lot of stuff for Garrett. Let's do Santana Garrett. Let's roll for initiative, sir.
All right. 1,
2, 3. Another natural 20.
So did I.
Oh! Whoa! All right. Well, all righty then.
Gotta go again.
All righty. Gotta go again. Wow.
What a way to end it, right?
Wow.
It's like Brian Cage came back and he didn't want to.
No, we haven't gotten the last one is where it's going to real get ugly.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, God, I got a 1. Critical fail.
18.
Critical fail. Ah, God. All right. Santana Garrett, go for it. Where's she going?
AEW.
Son of a bitch.
AEW.
Okay. And what are we betting?
You have to compose and sing and play and perform.
What?
You have to write and compose a jingle. About how much better at picking I am than you are.
That's a good one.
So tie into your singer-songwriter roots
and
compose a jingle. I won't put any kind of limits or time limitations or any of that kind of stuff. Whatever you want to come up with.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a jingle, so 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
Yeah. Commercial jingle.
Yeah.
You're a mean man. You're a mean man. Well, I will take the other obvious choice and say
what that would be like telling me I had to build computers, I would think.
No, it's a little different.
No? Okay.
No. Santana's tough because I almost feel like she was never really on the major stage to begin with. She was kind of heading in that direction, and then it just never quite clicked. And I feel like AEW is more likely because they have, Dark, they have Elevation, where you get indie people showing up just for a cup of coffee and then they head off. And of these companies, it's the most likely for her to just show up there for a cup of coffee. Impact is also likely, and NWA, I think, might be a really strong place for her.
I agree.
I
think she'd do fantastic in NWA.
I think given all the other women that are now out there. I don't know if Impact goes for Santana Garrett. I think she's more likely she ends up in NWA. So I'm going to say Santana Garrett to NWA. Maybe our very own JB can restart her feud with her. I don't know. But if let's see, I'm saving that one. Oh man, some of the ones that I'm not going to get to use are just they're delicious. If Santana Garrett goes to NWA, you must make me your lasagna.
Wow. I mean,
I want your lasagna. Want that lasagna.
It's good.
I want you to make it and like send it in one of those like frozen bags to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like overnight shipping. Overnight shipping.
Yep.
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 I want the lasagna. Okay. There you go.
Now I want lasagna. Thanks. Esther.
All right, last one. And this is the big daddy. This is the one I think it's going to get ugly on. Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman.
Well, that's even out of date. I have to throw this away now.
Way
He
out of
cut his
date,
shitty
yeah.
beard off.
No beard, no hair,
Damn it, Adam.
and way more jacked. All right, so this is also going to be one I think the initiative's going to really play into it because we're opinionated on this one. And I got a big, nasty bet for you on this, Nick. I've been saving this one. I've been putting it in my pocket.
Here's
so
a twist.
one. Okay.
Why don't we say what the bet is before we say where they're going on this one?
That's a deal.
You like that?
We both give our bets.
Yep.
We both get where they're going. Okay. One. But if whoever gets initiative, they get the priority. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
1, 2. Come on, natural 23. 16.
12.
Ah!
Damn it!
Ah! Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm actually going to be magnanimous and let you give your bet first, and then I'll say where he's going and what the bet is. What's your bet? What you giving me?
I feel bad for this one. I don't like it.
I don't feel bad for anything.
But then you went and you told me you wanted to chop my chest, and I don't feel bad about it anymore.
Chop chest. I'm going to chop the shit out of your chest.
Whoa. Hang on now.
I'm just going to get nothing but meat.
Woo.
This is going to be like Rocky.
Why am I sweating?
That's what you get for always playing that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music at. No, don't you do it. Man. Okay, come on. What's your bet?
You do this little thing on Monday nights, and now that people are coming back into bars, you do this thing called Monday Midnight Metal Madness. And at the beginning of that very thing, you blow fire after giving this big long spiel about all the things that are going on. And if I win this one, I'm going to need you to include a proclamation that I know I pick better than you as part of one of your opening speeches at
I will have to
Monday Midnight Metal Madness.
Publicly declare.
Yes.
In front of all my peeps,
and all of the patrons,
all
at the
the
bar.
patrons,
Yes.
all the bar people.
Yes.
That you are the better man,
and then you're gonna blow fire,
and then I'm gonna blow fire.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's okay. I can live with that. I can live with that.
What is your bet?
I'm writing down yours here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. My bet is if Braun Strowman goes where I say he's going to go, you must prepare and then consume on air tuna fish on raisin muffins. You knew it was coming. My favorite breakfast. You must eat my favorite breakfast on air.
That's just
tuna
thinking
fish
about that gives me a gag reflex.
Tuna fish tossed with some mayonnaise, like a good healthy bit of mayonnaise, so it's nice and tacky, and then just on some nice like some cinnamon raisin muffins, like some English, just beautiful cinnamon raisins. I don't care if they're Oro wheat. You can be Oro wheat, can be whatever brand.
God, that sounds disgusting.
But you're going to have to do that if Braun Strowman...
Tuna fish on raisin muffins, man. Oh, God.
Yeah.
You made me cry. Jesus.
You will have to eat those You do one whole muffin. So like two
Jamie
halves.
says, "Don't forget you put jelly on this
Oh,
shit
that's true.
too."
So she's right. There's a two-parter to this. I get two muffins, split them in half, and on one muffin I put tuna fish, and on the other muffin I put jelly. So you kind of alternate. You get the sweet with the savory.
Like the shit gelatin jelly, like
Oh,
Concord grape or whatever the fuck.
No, I got preserves. I got some nice strawberry preserves.
All right. That might at least mask the disgusting taste of whatever is getting ready to go in my mouth.
It'd be like a chaser.
Right. Like, oh! That shot didn't go down. Give me a beer.
This is why I'm so glad I got initiative on this one, because I think Braun Strowman is going to end up back in WWE.
What?
I think that they cut him because his contract was too big. They're going to wait for a certain period of time. Then they're going to renegotiate with him at a lower rate, and they're going to bring him back. He is a company man through and through. He has said over and over again how he'll only ever work for WWE. And also they spent way too much time and effort on him. He is way too much of like a WWE creature for them to let him go forever. So I think he ends up back in WWE. And if he does, you got to eat tuna fish on raisin muffins.
Ugh. No, just okay. The scary part is I think you're right.
Well, you got to pick somewhere else that he might end up or retire.
He's not retiring.
And then he might never wrestle again.
I mean, it's. Could he go back to doing strongman? I mean, that would be kind of dumb after he spent years leaning up the way that he did.
And he's also injured. I think his body's too broken down to do proper strongman anymore. There's a lot of other stuff he could do, but after all this time training for wrestling and being a pretty damn good high level performer, at least in the WWE style, I think
his size and his ability to run around and be as agile as he is.
Yeah. Even promo is solid. It's not, going to change the world, but it's solid. He could easily end up in a lot of places. You just have to figure out which one that is.
I look at AEW and I go Brian Cage, Lance Archer, like Miro's just now finally getting a push after doing that stupid best gamer
Euro
Twitch streamer
thing.
Miro Twitch thing. And I'm looking at how badly they've handled big guys over the last 18 months that have come in. But it feels like they might be turning the corner on some of those.
Mm-hmm.
So there is part of me that goes, man, they do not have a proper giant. I mean, they brought in Paul White, right? They do not have a proper giant outside of Lance Archer running around. They don't have a 6'8", 7-footer running around in AEW.
And they just don't book it. They don't book them properly. They could. You could have a giant like a
And
a
that's
monster.
why I'm going to say Braun to AEW.
Oh, man. All right.
Even though I think there's a slim to none chance that it actually happens. I do think
say,
for the record that you're right. I think
Evil Uno would be in there going like, not this guy. He crapped all over us indie wrestlers last year.
Yeah.
Politically, I don't even know if that would happen.
Yeah.
But you're saying AEW. He's a big commodity. He main evented major pay-per-views in WWE.
He was the champion last summer.
So his stock is very high.
Yeah. And he's cleaned up. He's cut the scraggly beard off and cleaned up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, man. After all these people, we said none of these people we said were going to New Japan.
I said, but
that's interesting. Did you say Murphy to New Japan?
I said Murphy to New Japan.
You did say Murphy to New Japan. Yeah. What did I send him? I sent him to Impact. Okay. Fair enough. Well, all right. There we go.
That is likely I'm going to be having to consume one of those disgusting muffins on the show here, guys. I apologize.
That's why I saved it for that one. Yeah. Oh, it's going to happen. We've got some interesting ones.
So I could have to eat a muffin, make you a lasagna, take chest chops.
Yep.
What else was in there?
Let's see. Clown wig on an episode. You have to refer to me as your grand dangerousness.
Sir Grand Dangerous. Or Grand Dangerousness.
Your grand dangerousness. If Buddy Murphy goes to Impact, you do that for 2 weeks. You have to learn and perform 2 minutes of Nia Jax's entrance theme.
No.
You have to wear full makeup.
Full makeup.
I have a get out of jail free card. You have to send me Machine Head album on vinyl.
Can I go buy cheap shit makeup? Like Esther shit's really expensive. I don't want to waste that on me.
I'll if that one happens, I'll talk to her and be like, look, you can just go out and get the $5.
Just go get the Claire's Maybelline trash.
16-year-old doesn't know what she's doing makeup.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be like first 2 seasons of the Kardashians.
We're not going to Ulta and Sephora and dropping hundreds of dollars.
No.
Okay.
Although that would be great.
Well, she would love it.
I'm gonna make her really excited about it.
Yeah.
You have to make me your lasagna. You gotta sing the Stone Cold theme while gargling beer. You have to wear a shirt that says Ian is the best, Ian #1
for Lana
for 2 weeks. The chops. Man, I had a couple. I had like a basic one, like you just have to give me $20.
That's funny as shit.
This is an easy one. Just give me $20. Like I had one where you had to perform a show topless. I had one where you had to swirl a shot of Malort in your mouth for 30 seconds and then drink it.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, buddy.
Is it like Sambuca, licorice, nasty stuff?
Oh, no, honey. Oh, right. No. Oh, no, sweetie. It's far. All my Chicago peeps know what Malort is. But I've got to hang a picture of you in my set. I got to wear a Tai Chi show on mask. I got to wear my House of Rabbit mask on the show.
The mohawk.
I got to do a mohawk on the show. I have to name a shot after you. I've got to sing your praises at the bar.
Yeah.
I have to do the worst one. I have to do the entire show with no sunglasses.
Oof.
I have to let you take down and burn Nia Jax, your Nia Jax shrine. I got to learn and record the Tai Chi theme. Ugh. And I got to do a jingle about how much better you are at betting than I am. Oof.
Will James says Malort tastes like grass took a liquid shit into tequila.
That's actually a very accurate description.
It's very precise.
It tastes like moose nuts. Like just bleh.
Dare I ask how you know what moose nuts taste like?
I've lived a long and interesting life, Nick.
I guess.
But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our picks for where all of these WWE releases are going. All over the place, we're saying. I'll get a final list of this all collated. We'll put that up somewhere for the patrons to look at, so we have a list. Y'all can hold us accountable for these.
And we're going to have to wait for 60 to 90 days on some of these, so we're going to need you guys to hold us accountable.
It's going to be the rest of the year. And it's going to be interesting shit going down for the rest of the year on this show.
Stay tuned, folks.
Oh, my goodness. But thank you, everyone, for listening to the show today. Thanks, everyone, for showing up live over in the chat on Twitch and on Facebook and on YouTube. You guys are awesome for hanging out with us live. If you're a patron, you listen to us later. Thank you for being a patron of the show and helping support us. Obviously, if you're not a patron yet, you can head over to patreon.com/BWO and sign up for one of our reward tiers, or YouTube now, actually. You can sign up on YouTube as well. And it helps keep the show going, helps us do more episodes and more stuff, and really just helps keep the lights on, yes. which is a wonderful thing. And we could not be more grateful to you guys. So thank you very much. Thank you to everyone listening to the show. You guys are awesome. We will, of course, be back tomorrow night for our Friday show covering AEW, NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown.
Yes, but until then, guys, my name is Nick Howell. You can find me on Twitter at DataCenterDude.
And I am Sir Ian Dangerous. You can find me on Twitter at Sir Ian Dangerous.
But by God!
But somebody stop the damn match!
This show is part of the Orbital Jigsaw Network. For more episodes, subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher Radio. For details and show notes from each episode, check us out, orbitaljigsaw.com.